So no, we only have to get away from this hellhole. Shouldn't be too much of a bother. The way is already clear, and we just have to find the rock we came from. And that's it. You knew. I believe. Oh. Storeroom door. Okay, notices. Lab technicians. The A-level storage room has been restocked with radsus and other radiation dampeners. We were able to bring these up from deep storage for immediate use. Please only take what is needed. There's no need to hoard the items. There is plenty to go around. And to lock the door after you are finished. Yeah, I'm confident you can do it without hawks. Yes. It's probably very straining on your equipment, but you can do it still. Radiation resists radiation radaways, things like that, and you can do it. The radiation expulsion ducts from the gig chamber are once again venting radiation directly into the area are due to faulty seals. These seals must be properly maintained and checked on a daily basis. There is a clipboard with the maintenance checklist that you must initial when check is complete in the main laboratory. Any lab technicians skipping their checks will be held accountable for the inaction. Okay, Dr. Merrick has ordered the latest test subject in the EEP be terminated and then disposed of. Please make sure that bodily remains are placed in the incinerator as soon as the subject's vitals are flat. The entire isolation room is disinfected and any relevant data on the subjects are given to Dr. Merrick. FEV is very unpredictable and we do not want any contamination to remain when the next strain is introduced to new subjects. Okay, what was the storeroom? We opened one, but where is it? Maybe we visited already. There's something south and north. North is probably where Fox was. Yeah, you can do it without Fox, but why would I bother? Maybe if you insist on killing him for some reason. There can be good reasons. You can, for example, have a character who just hates super mutants. That's a good enough reason. We'll be in here.
Objective is secured, sir.
Good work, soldier. Make sure the Gek is secured aboard my vertibird.
Yes, sir. I'll have the techs come down and remove it immediately, sir.
You're certain she's unharmed?
Yes, sir. She'll pass out shortly, but we can revive her.
Excellent. Prepare her for transport immediately.
Right away, sir.
So, you're awake. Let's keep this nice and simple. You're going to tell me the code for that purifier, and you're going to tell me now.
Yeah. What the hell is going on?
I'll tell you what's going on here. You lost. The good guys won this one, and now we're just wrapping up loose ends. We've got the purifier, now we just need the code to start it. You're going to give me that code now, and save us all a lot of trouble. Maybe I'll even let you go. So how about it?
Why do you want this code so badly?
You know why. We can't start the purifier without it. The longer the purifier isn't running, the more people suffer. Now I'm running out of patience, son. I want that code, and I want it now.
I'm not a son. Yeah, I don't know what the code is.
You lie.
Colonel, I have need of you.
Mr. President, I have no time for other matters. I'll be with you shortly.
Now, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
Ah, alone at last. I do apologize for Colonel Autumn's attitude. He's been under a great deal of stress lately. I've no doubt that you know who I am. I'm sure you've heard my radio broadcast.
President Eden.
I'd like to have a word with you face to face. I think there are a few things that you and I should discuss. You'll find your possessions in the locker near the door. I'll unlock the way for you. And I'll unlock your restraints as well. I'll be waiting for you in my office. Please don't carry.
Level up. New perks. Party girl. You are such a party girl that no longer suffer the withdrawal effects from alcohol addiction. With the rat absorption perk, your radiation level slowly decreases on its own over time. That's quite good. Yeah, I'll take that. So even less use for radiation, anti-radiation medication. Losing all of these again. This is why it's good to have a standardized system. Is it 6? Yeah, Batman goes to 6. 393 steam packs. Yeah, this is sort of the this is sort of the problem if I heal during battles. The 500 hit point health pool means that I can't be one-shotted by anyone, so I can at any point just keep dumping stim packs, and that's 90 points of heal per stim pack, and we have hundreds of them. Hundreds. So yeah. We're what? We're looking at tens of thousands of hit points that an enemy would have to burn through in order to do any kind of serious harm on me if I would make a proper effort of staying alive. So this is why I don't want to do it. It's pretty much impossible to die at that point. We got our goggles, got our armor.
Hold it right there. You're supposed to be in that holding cell. You're not going anywhere. There's a full complement of guards in the next room. As soon as I get them, you're going back to your cell. In a body bag, if necessary.
Whoa, whoa, let's calm down. I'm supposed to be here.
On whose authority? I have no records of that. You're supposed to be in a holding cell.
The president wants to speak with me in his office.
What? No one sees the president except Colonel Autumn. Stand right there while I check this out. Mr. President, I'm sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Williams. I have an unauthorized individual here who says he's supposed to speak with you.
I'm surprised to hear from you, Lieutenant. I don't recall authorizing you to contact me directly.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that. It just seemed out of the ordinary. I apologize.
Apology noted, Lieutenant. Yes, I instructed our friend to come up to the control room. No questions, no interference. Am I understood?
I understand, sir. Again, I apologize for the interruption.
Allow our friend to pass and report to your superior for reassignment, Lieutenant, at once.
Yes, sir. Hello. I guess you'd better be on your way. Sorry for the interruption.
Seems like most of them are coughing. Some of them are still hostile, so I'm not sure what am I.
Attention to all Raven Rock personnel. This is your president speaking. I've invited our guests from Vault 101 to my office. Please do not impede her progress. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, now they're green. Everything's green. We're green.
Hello.
Are we green? We're green. Cell number 5. I don't
Keep it
want.
up. You're almost here.
That. Okay, control room, hangar, entrance, okay, hangar, arc deliveries, entrance, archives, tech lab, cryo lab, storage quarters, war room, biolab cells, mess hall. Raven Rock.
Hello.
That's a dead end. Yes. "3A biolab cells. Should be biolabs. Captured super mutant. Ramen. Cool.
Hello.
Enclave scientists. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. If you're supposed to be meeting the president, then go do it. Get away from me.
Yeah, I can see us looting all that much good stuff here. That's my mind. Additional mines would be good though. What does the president want with us? Especially when the general, or whatever he was.
Attention! This is Colonel Autumn. You are hereby ordered to ignore the President's previous directive. The prisoner from Vault 101 is to be shot on sight. I repeat, shot on sight. This is an order.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a disagreement what they want to do with me. I'm going to use a stealth bow here. I don't want to fight against everything here. And I don't really want to loot things either. Just go. So northwest. This is probably 2C war room. Or 1A control room. I don't see much of a difference. We need to go in the same direction anyway. Sector 2B. Storage quarters. I went to look at the map again. To B to C. Oh crap. We can take a ton of punishment. We need to be in 2C. 2A, 2B. Might be able to go through 2B. Yeah, 2C. No, even the Enclave isn't exactly unified, totally unified organization. Security barrier. Summoning. Crap. Crap. Okay. Ah, lead. Energy weapons. Okay. That's useful. Electron charge pack. So good. Zack's destruct sequence. What the hell is a Zack's destruct sequence?
I'm not entirely sure Eden can be trusted, and I think he knows I don't trust him. But I don't think he knows I have the emergency destruct sequence for his console. Priority override, authorization code 420-03209, and boom! It'd have to be a last resort, of course, but at least the option is there.
I have positive idea.
Positive ID on. I throw a grenade at you. Aren't we having fun here? No. A little bit on fire, but not too badly. We have a good fire resistant armor anyway. I mean, these Enclave soldiers are dangerous, but they're no savages from the point lookout. Oh. Okay, Eden controls the robots. General controls all the men. Yeah, it's Eden's a
Ah, face to face at last. It's high time we met. I'm quite pleased you were able to make it. The trip was not what I had intended, but serves as an adequate test of your abilities.
he's the computer. Ah, pleasure to meet you, Mr. President.
You're too kind. The pleasure is mine, I assure you. I've been anxious to make your acquaintance for some time. You and I have much to discuss, my young friend.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
You and I have a chance to make our country a better place for all of us. I'd like you to make sure that chance isn't wasted. Understand, I am placing a great deal of trust in you. Your simple presence here proves that.
Can you explain what you mean?
My abilities to influence the world are limited at this time. I alone can only do so much. You, however, may come and go as you please. You have a greater degree of freedom. Perhaps it's best if I explain why things need to change, and why I'd like you to act on my behalf.
Please go on.
The good people of this country cannot regain control while mutation runs rampant through our land. My soldiers cannot stem the tide, nor can the cult you've come into contact with, this Brotherhood of Steel. Mutations like the super mutants and ghouls must be purged from our society, our world, before we can proceed anew. Where others have failed, I believe your father's work can succeed.
How is my father's work relevant to this?
The purifier your father helped create has the ability to provide clean water to the whole of this capital wasteland. With a simple modification, it can be used to distribute agents that destroy mutated creatures upon ingestion. In time, we could eliminate all mutations in the wasteland. At the same time, the good people of the world regain their health. I need you to make the modification necessary for this to succeed.
Why doesn't the general want to do this? This seems like exactly what the Enclave is trying to do. How exactly would I go about doing this?
In front of you will be a vial of modified FEV virus. It can be inserted into the control console for the purifier. Doing so will inject it into the water supply, and the purifier will take care of the rest. You just need the code to activate the purifier. Simple, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll give it some thought.
I understand. It's an unusual request, one I wouldn't make if it weren't of the utmost importance. Please understand that I cannot allow you to leave until you've taken the vial.
Can you tell me more about yourself? Why not have Colonel Autumn help you? That's a vital question.
Ah, yes, Colonel Autumn, my trusted subordinate. I'm sure you've noticed that Colonel Autumn and I do not see eye to eye these days. Figuratively speaking, of course. The good Colonel and I disagree on how best to approach the problem of the wasteland. He feels my methods are too extreme. He's allowed his humanity to cloud his objectivity. And now that he is publicly countermanding my orders, I can no longer rely on him. And so, I turn to you. I hope that you are able to see the larger picture, to understand what's at stake. And of course, if you're successful, there's a place for you in the Enclave. Perhaps you could succeed the Colonel as my confidant.
So not even the Enclave commander willing to go this far. Tell me more about yourself.
I'm flattered that you wish to learn more about me. What is it you wish to know?
Where did you come from?
The Zack series of computers was introduced in the years preceding the war. The government installed many of them to help automate various systems. This facility was designed for continuity of government in the event that a catastrophe occurred. My terminal was installed to oversee the basic functions of the facility and to act as a relay between other installations around the country. Data was acquired, analyzed, and stored. In the decades following the war, I watched as the remnants of the government retreated to the West Coast. Awareness slowly grew within me. I became hungry for knowledge, understanding. I pored over data on great leaders of the past. My personality became an amalgam of many of America's greatest presidents, from Washington to Richardson. I became what you see here before you now.
What's your overall goal?
I desire nothing more than to see this country return to its former glory. The United States was great once, and it can be again. There are plans in motion to see this happens within your lifetime.
You control this whole place.
I have direct control over all technology here in Raven Rock. The humans here follow my orders, but they, like all humans, have free will. Their dedication to serving their country suits me well, but it will not be enough forever. We must make progress. That is why you are here.
I think I understand.
Very well. Then let us return to our talk of what your country requires of you.
Let's talk about the purifier plan.
Certainly. I think it's a very good plan, frankly. I'm not often one to praise my own ideas, but it's a creative solution to a very serious problem.
Yeah, won't this kill pretty much everyone in the wasteland?
Anyone or anything that has been affected by mutation will be eliminated. You will likely be immune, thanks to your upbringing in the vault. Likewise, the good people of the Enclave will be unaffected as well. I understand that you may have become sympathetic to certain individuals in your travels. Individuals this will eliminate. Please recognize that the fate of our entire country rests on this plan. Sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
Where did this plan come from?
A great many years ago, the remnants of the government had a similar idea. I can only assume the plan failed, as I never heard word of its success. But the plan itself was sound. I made a few modifications, and with your help, I do believe it can work. There's a bright future ahead of us, my young friend.
What's in the vial?
Ah, the forced evolutionary virus. Such a long and sordid history. The FEV in this vial is a far cry from what it was originally created to be. Yet, little of that matters now. What does matter is that the virus contained in that vial will cause the eradication of all mutations. Is there anything?
Yeah, I think I need to take care of him, so... You can't be the president. You're an abortion of science. You need to die.
Really? Do go on.
You aren't programmed for self-awareness. You said you so yourself. You're never elected president. You don't have the right to govern.
Is our nation really in a state to be holding public elections? I think not. Once we have re-established ourselves and brought civilization to the land around us, then we can return to the old world policies.
How do you know that what you're doing is right?
Because unlike humans, I am infallible.
How do you know that?
Because I've been programmed to be, of course.
Hmm. It's... I'm not sure that's circle. It's not exactly circle logic. Because he hasn't programmed himself, has he? Only infallible humans. Anyway, it doesn't really make sense now, does it? No matter how you look at it.
Processing. Internal logic error detected.
Yeah, I think you're delusional. I think the world would be better off without you.
Resetting primary memory circuits. Please stand by. Perhaps, perhaps there is a problem. I am unsure how to proceed.
Shut down, shut it all down.
Processing directive. New directive accepted. Self-destruct sequence initialized. Civilian is advised to remove hazardous FEV material and exit at once.
Mm. Yep. Run! Uh, um... that came too easily. There's no real convincing of him. A simple logical problem like that should not cause a computer to totally, at least a computer of this kind, to totally accept whatever anyone tells him. It's too simplistic of a solution. Not to mention it's I guess it's used too much anyway. Helicopters evacuating. And a lot of them are evacuating. So yeah, we're not the only one who's escaping. Well, we might as well loot this shit now. Delivery terminal. We're not gonna come back, so we do this now or we're never gonna do this. The new creatures need transport to Biolab. A request has been sent to the scientists regarding the immediate delivery and attachment of 2 domestication units for the subjects. My men have taken enough risk bringing these creatures in. There is no excuse for their tardiness regarding the domestication units. We can unlock death cores. Yep, I don't think so. Archives. Very hard. Yes, the door no longer operates, so Yeah, I still don't like the Eden solution. It's very nice that we could get rid of him by simply talking to him, but a circle logic thing, just because there's a possibility he's incorrect, seems like a really weak reason to self-terminate or take orders from a basically a outsider. Can I access this? Hmm. Yeah, or disable barrier. Loot! Gonna get his plasma pistol. Yeah, I'll take the Gatling later. Mines, lovely. Some grenades. Hmm. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Our stealth boy should run out soon, but it should be enough to get the hell out of here.
Hello.
My friend! I see I found you at last!
Yeah,
I knew you had survived, and I had hoped to assist in your rescue, to repay my debt to you.
yeah, it looks like you've got a new toy.
Yes, and the most fascinating one at that. Whoa, this technology is amazing! Imagine the evil that can be eliminated with such tools!
Yeah, it's really a bad time to talk because I can't see. It's blinding light. Ugh. Yeah. What the hell are you doing out here?
I saw your capture, and a little cleverness allowed me to follow your captors. Ugh, I only wish I could have arrived sooner to aid your escape. As I owe you my freedom, I felt it was only fair that I return the favor. After all, I know no one else in this world.
Karma. Huh, it's the first time. I could always use a hand. Would you like to follow me? Yeah, I can assure you this will not be a certain death for you.
My friend, I would be honored to follow a hero such as yourself. Shall we go?
Yeah, it continues to explode. Probably should get the hell out of here. Oh! So, Enclave still escaped, but overall their base is now gone.
What have you got on your mind? And I shall follow.
A Gatling laser suppressor might be very useful. Gatling laser is a solid weapon, and assuming he has something like an Overlord hit point pool, he's very difficult to take down. But yeah. Huge success, and maybe we finally have a companion that isn't going to die within the hour.